Good morning, everybody. Cloudy day, hoping for some rain. Hope it rains soon in PA here because we need it. Grass is brown. It's like mid-August right now, but can't control the weather, so I'm not going to complain about it. Over the weekend and really last week, I had my second COVID shot, and I had a little bit of an adverse reaction, and my reaction was extreme anger for probably a good 5 days. My family didn't want to be around me. I was miserable. I was yelling at the dogs, yelling at my wife, yelling at my kids. Nobody wanted to be around me. And it led me back to think of a book that I read not too long ago, Leadership and Self-Deception. It's probably the best book that I've read so far. Probably want to get it. I'm not sure who wrote it. I have to check. But Leadership and Self-Deception, look that one up. But basically, it goes over and kind of tells you that you're probably, if you're having issues in a relationship, issues in anything you do, most likely you are probably the problem. Whether you believe it or not, I didn't believe it at first until I read the book twice. I actually listened to it through Audible. I went home and used the things that I learned, and before you know it, my family started like sitting with me. Phoenix wanted to go out and play catch with me. My wife actually gave me a pedicure yesterday. So that's how important this book is. But I didn't realize how much I was affecting my family. You know, I think that, I do all this stuff at work. I come home, the dishes aren't done or something's not done. I'm like, what the heck? Why couldn't Tanya just do the dishes? Or why couldn't Zane just pick up the poop outside? Or why couldn't Phoenix do this? And what I got myself stuck in is the negativity, and I brought everybody with me. So people react off of your emotions, off of your body language, off what you say. People are going to react to it. Some people can take and digest what you say, whether it be harmful or mean or just very forceful. They can take it and go with it. A lot of people are they're gonna have their defenses up, and I'm doing a lot of one-on-one coaching calls and coaching sessions right now, just going over this process of how to get yourself out of that negativity box and bringing everybody else with you. And it's a hard thing to digest, but I would say if you're having issues with, say, a family member, if you're having issues with a friend, I would start looking inward and seeing what you may be doing wrong. And it's really hard to say I'm the problem, but I'm telling you, I called my personal coach, and I called him right away. I said, "Oh my God, I'm an a-hole, Dennis. That's exactly what I said." He said, "Well, at least you know it." And that's the best way of putting it. At least I know it. I didn't realize it. And until you read the book and listen to what, it's basically a parable, but listen to what they say and what they go through, you don't think that you're the problem, but you most likely are. So I would say if you're in a discussion, before you read the book, if you're in a discussion or an argument or a disagreement with a family member or friend, take a step back. Look at yourself, and I always say, what's the one thing you can do about this problem? What can you do? Not this person, they're judgy, they have these feelings, they have these political views, they have this, they have that. Well, that's great, but what do you have? How does it look on the other side? How does it look from the other person's view? You only see one view, especially if you have the blinders on, but man, there's two sides of the story. Like with Tanya, I came home, I'm upset because she didn't do the dishes. I didn't realize she had 15 students. She was dealing with 15 teachers that day, trying to give physical therapy via, online. It's tough. And I just didn't think about it. I thought about me. I was like, well, why couldn't you do this for me? I do all this great stuff, all this, stuff at work. I'm helping all these people. Why couldn't you just do the dishes? I was stuck in my own mind, my own thoughts. And I didn't even give my wife the opportunity to kind of let me know how she feels. And as soon as I snap at her, she snaps back. I snap at her, she snaps back. Then the kids are yelling. Phoenix is screaming. There's crying. The dogs are barking, pooping on the floor, whatever. It's a mess. And it's all because of what I did when I came home. The one sentence I said when I came home, Tanya, why couldn't you just do the dishes? That's what I say, which is ridiculous. So I didn't realize how much I was affecting things when I got home. So guys, look at yourself. Look at what you're doing in your relationships. If you have a feud right now with a family member or a friend or somebody you're really close to, what's that feud about? There's two sides to the story. There's always two sides of the story. You're probably both right. It's just how you present it and how you react to the information you gain. I always want feedback. You should always want feedback. Let it settle. Don't have a knee-jerk reaction if you're going to have a conversation with somebody. And it's going to be good because there's two sides of the story. Stay out of that negativity, and it'll change your life, change mine. So guys, leadership and self-deception, can't even talk. Go get that book, get it on Audible. If you need me to send it to you, just shoot me a text or email or on Facebook here, but it's a really good book. Got to read it a couple times. All right. Have a good day. See ya.